Well, howdy there, friends. As you can see, I just got another big shipment in today, so another toy haul to go through. So let's go ahead and get into it. You'll be pretty excited here. I think most of the stuff in here is MOTU related in some way or other. I think you can see from the title. I always give it away. Or do I? We'll see. Alrighty. I'm going to set this down because the box is so huge. I'm just not going to leave that in your way this time, like I usually do. Okay, right out the gates, what have we got here? Let's not start with that one. Wow, that is exciting. Let's not start with that one. Okay. Sorry, folks, I'm digging to the bottom here and start with this one. I finally got the Eternian Palace Guard. We've been waiting forever for these guys. There's our... Oh, now, let's go ahead and pull out the second one. You know I had to get two of them, right? Yeah, you have to have two of them because they're, you know, I have to have two of everyone anyway, but these guys you actually really kind of need two of them, so you could have an Eternian Guard, or two of them, or you could have your old school Man-at-Arms. So I'm really excited for this because we can make our old looking Man-at-Arms with his helmet and without the mustache. So that's a real vintage Man-at-Arms like we had as a kid. And I can see here, you're looking at the back that I'm looking at on this one. And he says, as the first line of defense, the Eternian Palace Guards protect King Randor and Queen Marlena from outside threats. So we've got them here battling, it looks like, I don't know who that is in the purple outfit here. Is that Skeletor? Good question. We got Randor, we got it looks like we've got Man-at-Arms turned to Crystal Man-at-Arms in here somewhere. Where's that? Backwards probably. There he is. Crystal Man-at-Arms. And then we've got this Skeletor in the purple robe, and he's got some kind of neat necklace he's wearing. Interesting. There's definitely going to be some cool spoilers here going on. We got King Randor and Marlena there, but yeah, I like the Crystal Man-at-Arms in there. I wonder if they're going to come out with a Crystal Man-at-Arms later. And Teela with her serpent staff. Interesting, huh? She's actually using her staff like the sorceress that she is. So what else is there to say? Not much. Eventually I will go ahead and unbox one of these and make an unboxing video for them. So I'm pretty excited for that. I'm going to look at the two of them I've got here. Looks like there's a little, this one's armor is off his knee a bit. Not a big deal. I really like the bird emblem on their chest. That's really cool. If you guys have watched me and followed my channel for a while, you know I kind of like bird stuff for whatever reason. I've got a Space Marine with a bird on his shoulder, and I don't know if there's other stuff around my house. I've got little things with birds on them. But anyway, that's really cool. And I like that he's got all the extra armor on, you know, both arms and both legs. That's really neat to have. So, very cool guy. He's got the same staff as, what's his name? Scareglow. So, I guess most of you have probably also got some of these on order. Maybe I already got some. So, very cool. Very cool. Excited for this guy. It's a cool looking mask kind of covering his face and everything. So, that's awesome. These guys I almost want to build armies out of, and maybe there'll be a lot of them. Hopefully they'll come down in price. Maybe we can get them on sale for 10 bucks or something. But for 20 bucks you get two heads, two chest armors. It's a pretty good deal for these figures. You're not losing much on these. Plus you get the extra box, which is almost trouble to store. But anyway, here you go. All right, enough about old Men-at-Arms and the Eternian Palace Guard. And so let's go ahead and get into some other folks here. We have Masters of the WWE. We've got our trap jaw looking Stone Cold Steve Austin. Very cool. I thought Steve Austin was also the $1 Million Man. Or $6 Million Man, I'm sorry. $6 Million Man. We've talked about that. Ted DiBiase was the $1 Million Man. The $6 Million Man was also Steve Austin. Anyway, we've got here on the back, it says, you can try to stomp a mud hole in the rattlesnake. What? But Stone Cold will just come back to open a bionic can on the WWE Eternia Superstars. And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. So we got Stone Cold here looking like he's about to fight the Ultimate Warrior and Mysterio, Rey Mysterio. And I love this because you can take his jaw off and on. That's amazing. And he has all the trap jaw weapons, I think, although maybe a different color. Because trap jaw's got a black arm and now we have a silver version. So I'm liking this guy because I really love trap jaw. We also got the trap jaw belt. As you can see, I'm wearing the Trapjaw shirt, so Trapjaw is just a cool character. And I just like this guy. He's cool. John 3:16. Okay, very good. And along that note, we got a wave of these guys. So we've also got China here, and it says on the back, she's fighting Macho Man Randy Savage from New World Order. And we says, don't treat her like a woman. Don't treat her like a man, because this princess of power, traveling from WWE Eternia to Etheria to WWE Eternia to be the last superstar standing. And she's just kicking butt here. She is awesome because she mostly has the She-Ra gear here. Well, at least she has She-Ra's boots and She-Ra's bra type, whatever you call it, upper piece. And kind of cool hair sculpt on her. Hope you guys can see that. Yeah, I actually kind of know who China is. I've seen her before. This looks kind of like her. So that's cool. Always like having these female characters. They're fun to have, and there's just less of them. So always like to add them when I can. So we got China there, and is there anyone else in this wave? Oh yes, there is. This box is amazing. And we got Rey Mysterio, the second version of him. So I'd like to get the first version of him because the first version of Rey Mysterio has the red wings and blue jetpack that the alternate Stratos would have. But he's selling them now at about $40 in the secondary market, and I don't want them that bad yet, so we'll see. Here we have the ultimate underdog from the 619 district of WWE Eternia. Taps into his ultimate form to finally rid the planet of evil and bring peace to the Buyaka tribe. Buyaka. So Rey Mysterio, very cool. I think this is sort of the, what are they called? The luchadores? Sort of the Mexican wrestlers that wear the masks. I think that's such a cool thing. They're very athletic and they do really cool acrobatic stuff. Flips off the belts. When I was a kid, there was a guy named Superfly Snuka who might have been of that sort of vintage, but he didn't wear the mask that I remember. So love this mask that Rey Mysterio has. I think he's a cool looking guy, and I like the Stratos gear that he comes with. So I'm stoked for all these additional WWE Eternia, or and whatever they are, WWE characters, WWE Eternia. I'm stoked for them. They just add in with my MOTU collection, even though they are kind of more like humans. But anyway, what can we do? So get these sort of out of the way, folks, and we can bring out some more stuff here. So what else have we got here? All right, we got one more of these reaction series. I went ahead and ordered this Modulok that has 4 legs and 2 heads because he's the same price. He's on sale, I think, now at $6.99 or $7.99. And how many figures do you have with 4 legs and 2 heads on card? Pretty special, pretty spectacular. Not a huge Modulok fan, although, you know, I didn't know much about him and just started watching, you know, one of the episodes where he was in it. He turned out to be a really sharp guy. He's kind of like a scientist evil guy, so maybe I'm more of a fan of him than I thought. I just didn't know much about Modulok. So really cool. I'm liking that. That's cool looking with the 2 heads and the 4 legs. It's going to be neat when I eventually unbox these guys and put them on a shelf with other 3 3/4 inch figures and have them with Star Wars characters and, you know, Thundercats and G.I. Joe and then the Iron Maiden and all that weird stuff. So anyway, there we got this guy. Reaction Series Modulok. I'm blocking everything off, I'm sure, but what can we do? There's only so much space in the camera, right? Alright, onwards and upwards. I finally have gotten my first Super 7 MOTU character, and this is the, what is it? Frozen Tila? Blue Frozen Tila? That is cool. You know I like my clear plastic figures, and I just like MOTU, and I finally went ahead and decided to order some Super 7. Now this is interesting, very small box she's in. I didn't know that. And we'll see the back here, because this is the first one I've got. Tila is flash frozen into a ice statue by the evil Icer and his freezing touch. Okay, so that was in an episode where Tila was turned to ice, I guess, by the evil Icer. That is cool. I'm really stoked looking at her. She's beautiful. And let's see, on the back, okay, so we'll go ahead and look at the cross cell here. We have all these other characters who really look like the cartoon versions. Very cool. Most of them you can't buy anymore, or at least on Big Bad Toy Store. And it says, twist her waist and she swings back with a punch. So these Super 7 figures, I guess, have some of the action features. That's pretty cool. I don't know that I'll ever open her. I like her on card. But maybe at some point I will open her up. So that's pretty cool. I got my first Super 7 MOTU figure here. Like I said, I hope these are sort of showing up, but I don't know how much space I got on there. Where are you going to go there, Tila? Oh, well, you're just going to cover them up then. And what else? Yes! Skeletor! My Super 7 Skeletor. Oh, I'm kind of bummed that the packaging is bent. Looks like it was bent in half, but...
He-Man, I've got a new Skeletor, and he looks just like the one from a cartoon. Excellent.
I like him. Wow, what a cool looking face. These Super 7 ones really are great. Some of you guys have recommended I get them before, and I thought, no, I'm only getting Origins for now, but these guys are awesome. Part of the reason I didn't want them is because they're not articulated like the Origins figures. These guys are more like the original He-Man figures and have no articulation at the elbows or knees. So he's only going to move, I guess, at the shoulders and the hips and his head maybe, but that's okay because he just looks awesome, and I may never open him up anyway. So, on the back we have some more art. Skeletor with his Havoc staff in hand prepares to conquer the planet of Eternia. That is cool looking too. He's got all kinds of artwork, different than the Origins artwork, which is neat. He's got his Havoc staff and he's blasting something, and is that Snake Mountain in the background? I guess it is. It looks a little different. Boy, look at him though. The plastic is so shiny and blue and the purple. Oh, look at the hood. He's really got the little hood on the back. It kind of folds over, and boy, it's really just a beautiful looking figure. And then the Havoc staff has multiple colors, kind of more looking ram head than the Origins version. So what a beautiful, beautiful figure. So stoked because you guys know Skeletor is probably my favorite MOTU character.
He's just so cool, He-Man. What can you do with Skeletor? He's just so awesome. Okay, Skeletor.
And he fits a little bigger than Tila here. Interesting. They kind of fit the bubble just to fit him. Or he looks more like a normal MOTU bubble, kind of. A little bit smaller than Rey Mysterio, you can see. But it's more like a regular MOTU bubble. And about the same size card. What else? I guess a quick... You guys can see the cross art on the back. Whatever all there was there. Eldor, don't know who that is. Hero. Interesting. They had some cool characters with this Super 7 line that I didn't know about until after Origins. And we got another one that was still available. Blue Hordak. Because I didn't get Blue Hordak with the special, what was that? The PowerCon set that was available last year for $215. I didn't get that because of the price, and I wasn't a huge She-Ra and Hordak fan, but anyway, I'm becoming more of a Hordak fan. I got the reaction version of him, the small one, and now I've got this version of him, and he looks cool. I really like him. I like the black Hordak too a lot, so it wasn't a huge deal for me to not have the blue one, but boy, this one is... These Super 7 ones really do look incredible. His sculpt on his face is great. And like I said, the shininess of the plastic is excellent. Looks like really just good quality plastic. And I like the decoration on his chest. It's got a real kind of a flat matte black paint, which offsets well with the shiny gloss of his skin. So that's awesome. And on the back it says Hordak uses his powerful shape-changing abilities to fight both He-Man and She-Ra. So he's got his arm turned into his blaster gun there. Hordak. He kind of reminds me of a pig, the way he talks. Hordak. I can't think of it in my head. I just know he has that snorting thing. I'll have to work on him a bit. Get him up to speed. He's got the same cross-sell as Skeletor with Hero and Eldor. Skeletor, Hordak. He-Man and She-Ra. He-Man is obvious. Well, I'll just tell you now. He was not available, and I don't have him to show you here. So, but we got Hordak. Oh yeah, one more thing. He's also like, I guess they all do that. They twist his waist, and he swings back with a punch. So that's cool. And he's got a gun attachment. So slide the blaster cannon over his arm to destroy enemies. So he's got that arm attachment that will make it look like he's got a blaster. That's really cool. That's really Hordak-y. So I just never thought Hordak was tougher than Skeletor. It was just weird to me to have this guy be tougher than this guy. He just didn't seem like it. He's kind of I just don't see it, He's snorky. And Skeletor is more evil to me. But anyway, that's okay. We all have our own preferences. The story writers get to write whatever story they want, not me. So we'll leave it with that. And last but not least, we have the Mexican version of Beastman, also from Super 7, because they don't have them available in the normal packaging anymore, and so I went ahead and went for this Los Amos version, Los Amos del Universo. So my first ever Mexican version of packaging. I've never seen this before. Very cool. Sorry, guys. I like the box. That's neat. Again, we got the shininess. He's got a really cool face sculpt. Love that. God, he really looks like Beastman there. I'm not a big fan of his chest armor, how it doesn't have any detail on it. I much prefer the Origins one with all the sort of detail on the chest armor, but hey, can't complain about everything. You gotta take what take what you get with them. So go ahead and look at them. On the back, we got all the cross-sell, and it's all in Spanish, Espanol. Al mando de las citaras de Eternia, Beastman, ataca a He-Man y Man at Arms. Ataca, is that right? I'll try my Spanish, but it's not so great. Brutal Servio de Skeletor. He is the Brutal Servio de Skeletor. I guess that's the brutal servant of Skeletor, something like that. Los amos del universo, figuras de acción de 14 centímetros de altura. Colecciones se venden por separado. I guess that means all sold separately. Each sold separately. He-Man, Stratos, Man-at-Arms, Teela Orko, Robot He-Man, Skeletor, Beastman, and Trapjaw. So I wanted to get this one in so I could decide if I wanted to get any more of them. They still have some more of these available at Big Bad Toy Store also. I think Trapjaw, Stratos, Man-at-Arms is available, Orko and Teela, I believe, and they may even have a 7-piece set. So I don't want all of them. I don't think I want Orko and Teela in this version. But I may get Trapjaw and Stratos in this box because the Stratos in this version comes with red wings and blue jetpack, and he comes with the Avion, I guess it is, the Staff of Avion. So that's really neat, and he looks really like Stratos, which is cool. And what else did I say? Oh, and Trapjaw is also available, so I might get him because the Trapjaw that comes in this box looks like the Trapjaw on my shirt. That has sort of the red gun arm and more of that looking face than the Origins action figure is just a meaner looking Trapjaw. Looks like the Trapjaw figure we had as a kid, but not the Trapjaw from the show. So anyway, very cool looking beast, man. He's got different these armor pieces on his arms are a little different. You see the spikes are bigger and there's only a single spike instead of double spikes. So I wonder if this is what the original Beastman looked like in Mexico. I guess it probably did. They were probably made by a different company than Mattel, and so they probably had a variation that made them look slightly different than the He-Man figures that we got here in the United States. Or maybe in Europe too, I don't know. So very cool. I'm going to have to display this one differently, and I think I will get some more of these because I really like the box. It's nice. Looks like all of these actually came with their own unique mini comics as well. Each figure of Super 7, I think there's one separate for Teela, and Hordak has his own, I believe, and Skeletor has his own. So that's really cool. They really went the full mile there with making the extra mini comics, although I don't know. Maybe they're just a 1 or 2 page thing and there's not much in them at all. It might just be a cover. So, oh, one last thing here. I guess we got to look at this. Oh, I already tried, yeah. El Mando de las Critaras de Eternia, Beastman, Ataca de He-Man, and Man at Arms. So he's got his other beasts helping him out there, and they're fighting He-Man and Man at Arms in the jungle there. Very cool. And he does come with his whip. You can kind of see that down here in the bottom of the box. So, all right, folks. Well, thank you all for sticking with me here on another unboxing adventure, another big toy haul, and lots of Masters of the Universe stuff. So very excited to see these, so that now I can decide whether I want to go ahead and order more of them, and I think that's a yes for me. So, if it's Masters of the Universe, it's kind of hard to say no at this point. There's not that much more available. Don't know how much longer Origins is going to go on. Don't know how much more Super 7 will go on. So eventually it'll drain out and we'll be done. And move on to other hobbies, right? And then keep playing with our He-Man for the rest of our lives. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching and commenting below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And that's about it. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.